Now we're going to talk about one way to approach getting into the infinity move. Now the infinity looks like this. It's a one-handed horizontal motion. You can do it a couple of different ways, and we're going to start from the one-handed flip-flop and then move into the infinity from there. So if you recall, the flip-flop is to allow the baton to do half of an extra rotation as it goes from hand to hand. You can modify that and do it with just one hand. And this is the one-handed flip-flop. Now, as we're doing this, we're going to add the helicopter motion. If you remember with the helicopter, we would push forward with both hands and pull back with both hands. We're just using one hand, so when the baton is touching it on one side, you're going to move it forward. When you let go and grab the baton on the other side, you pull it back. And that is one way to get into the move. So start with your one-handed flip-flop, and then I'm going to push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. And you notice that right now I'm doing this as a really large motion. I'm letting go of the baton every single time. And if I move closer to the center, then I go into the infinity. Now, a technique that you should think about when you're just getting this started is that when you push further from the center of the baton, you apply more torque to its angular momentum. So if you are doing the one-handed flip-flop and you're trying to push forward and pull back and push forward and pull back, and it's just kind of falling all over the place, you might want to try starting out by scooting further from the center, because then your push is really going to swing it around a whole lot. After it gets rotating, though, you need to very quickly move back to the center of the baton, because it's just going to be out of control. So watch again as I start here. And notice I'm touching it about a quarter of the way from the end of the baton. And then I'm going to start pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. And look at how close I am to the end of the baton as I'm doing this. And then as I get more comfortable with it, I scoot closer to the center. And then I just keep my baton in contact with it. And as you feel more and more comfortable with it, you might want to do like 2 turns up, 1 turn down, 2 turns up, 1 turn down, or something like that, because this is a lot of motion in the shoulder and the elbow, and doing that excessively for 10 hours or something, which you should probably practice for 10 hours, is going to wear you out. So that is one way to get into the infinity.